guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cori, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing because we have lots of fun over here and I post new videos every single week and you don't want to miss out on what's in store. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 6 fit girl habits that you should be doing every single day to achieve your goals, both fitness wise and just your life and business and life goals, you know what I mean? These are things that I have been slowly integrating into my life over the past couple years, and I can truly say that they have completely transformed my life, my mindset, my confidence. It did take a little bit of time, so don't feel overwhelmed by all of these tips and feeling like you have to do them all at once. It is a process. It is, you know, a new lifestyle. And also, if some of these tips don't integrate into your life or you don't resonate with them, obviously you don't have to do them. Some of my advice that I have found that works for me, and I have also kind of learned from other people, and it all seems to be kind of true across the board, that a lot of successful people, entrepreneurs, fitness people, YouTubers, all of them, they tend to do all of these tips that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So they're not just like random things that I came up with. They are things that I have like learned from other people or have seen other people do, and it just helps them and helps them achieve their goals as well. So without any further ado, let us get into these fit girl habits that you should be doing every single day. Alright, so tip number 1 is probably one of the most important when you're starting to transform into a healthier, happier, more successful lifestyle, and that is to find your why. And the reason why I say this is so important is because if you don't have a motivator or something that you're looking forward to, or like a goal you're trying to achieve, it's so much harder to stay consistent and get yourself out of bed in the morning and do things that you don't really feel like doing all the time, but you know will push you to be the best version of yourself. Some examples of this could be like, you know, maybe you have some body goals that you want to achieve, like, you know, you want to get in really good shape or you want to be in the best shape of your life. That could be a goal that you have set for yourself. Or another goal could be just to feel better, to feel healthier, to feel happier, to feel more productive, to feel like you're achieving something, if that makes sense. Or it also could, another goal could be just for mental health, you know, exercising and having a routine and doing all of these things can really positively impact your mental health. It can really help with anxiety, stress. You know, whenever you're working out, it releases dopamine in your brain and that makes you happy, and you know, that could be a great goal that you have. And another thing that goes hand in hand with this tip that I have is writing them down and getting super clear on what it is that you're wanting to achieve. So something that I personally do almost every single day, I've gotten out of it here and there, like I've fallen off the bandwagon with doing this, and you can definitely tell that you get a little bit lazier and all that stuff, and that is to write down your goals every single morning, and whatever it is you're trying to achieve, trying to manifest, write it down every single morning, because it really just integrates that into your brain and you're always constantly reminding yourself of why you're doing what you're doing every morning. Alright, tip number 2 is something that also is super important if you're trying to live a healthier lifestyle and live that fit girl, boss girl life, and that is to create a routine. So I kind of have subcategories for this because I think the things that I'm going to mention are something that everybody should integrate into their routine, their daily routine. And also, humans just really like routine. We are creatures of habit. The more you are doing something every single day, the more likely you are to stick to it, and it just becomes part of your day-to-day routine and lifestyle. And things that you should include in your daily routine is some sort of self-care. I think that when you are getting up, getting dressed, putting on makeup every single day, it makes you feel more confident, it makes you feel like you're taking care of yourself, and it just puts you in a better mindset. And then number 2, something else that you should integrate in your day-to-day life is obviously moving your body in some way, shape, or form. You don't have to exercise super hard every single day, but as long as you're like at least taking a walk or doing something active every single day, that really helps with your productivity, with your mental health, and it also helps with obviously your fitness and your overall health. This is something that I have seen tons of entrepreneurs and fit girls and all of these people who are super successful, they all get some sort of movement in their day at some point, like every single day. So that is something that's super important to integrate into your routine. And then number 3 is waking up early so you have time to read or meditate or just kind of start slowly. So if you're waking up in the morning with only 20 minutes to get ready, hop in the car, eat your breakfast, whatever, hop in the car and go straight to work, that's just already setting up your day to feel hectic. It doesn't set your mindset up for the day. So personally, I am still working a 9-to-5 job, and I notice whenever I'm waking up 20 minutes before I'm supposed to leave, or like 30 minutes before I'm supposed to leave, you know, just only giving myself enough time to get ready, eat breakfast, and rush out the door, I can tell a huge difference in my overall mindset and the way I feel the rest of the day. I feel a lot more emotional. I feel a lot more snappy, like things just can set me off a lot easier. Whenever I get home from work, like later on in the day, I don't feel like doing anything else because I just feel like tired and lethargic, and I feel like I haven't done anything else productive earlier in the day other than go to work. And obviously a goal that I have for myself is to do YouTube full time, and if I'm not doing something in the morning related to YouTube, I feel super unmotivated whenever I do have time later in the day when I get off work. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just how I feel. So waking up like an hour early, personally what I like to do is go outside and meditate, stretch, and then I'll read a little bit of my book. And then I'll also hop on my computer and just look at my YouTube, or if I have some editing that I could do at the time in the morning, I'll do that, or I'll like reply to some emails that I have, and it just makes me feel like I'm already living that lifestyle of like already like not working a 9-to-5, doing YouTube full time. It just kind of puts me in that mindset and makes me feel those feelings of how it's going to feel in the future whenever I am able to do YouTube full time, if that makes sense. And then one more thing that I think you should include in your daily routine is making time to eat healthy and include nourishing meals in your diet, whether that be, you know, if you're working, if you have taken a little extra time to go to a healthier restaurant to get something that will fuel your body and give it the energy that you need to push through your day, or if that is setting a little extra time aside on Sundays to meal prep, or setting aside time every single night to pack your lunch for work. You know, everybody's different. I personally don't really like meal prepping. I will like ingredient prep, if that makes sense, but I just don't really like meal prepping my lunch for the whole week because I just don't like the way it tastes after I reheat it. So what I do personally is I pack my lunch either the morning of or the night before, just because it's fresher. So yeah, so tip number 2, I know that was kind of wordy and lengthy, but I just think it's so important, and there is so much power behind having a solid, good routine every single day that you stick to, and it becomes habits, and those little tiny habits that you build up over time will definitely completely transform your life, you know, give you that foundation to achieve your goals. All right, and tip number 3 that I think all fit girls should include in their life is to plan out your workout routine the week before. Or what I like to do is I have like a set workout schedule that I will do for a whole month, and then I'll probably get tired of it at the end of the month, and then I'll switch it up a little bit. And then I also like to plan out what meals I'm going to eat throughout the week. So for example, like before I go to the grocery store, I'll scroll on Pinterest real quick, and I'll choose what dinners I'm going to make or lunches I'm going to make for the week. Currently right now, Jack and I are doing HelloFresh boxes, which is super easy to eat healthy because you don't have to think about what ingredients you need to buy at the store. It's just super convenient, and everything comes pre-portioned. I think it's so important for you to plan out your workouts and what you're going to eat for the week, because it just helps you stay on track a little bit better, and whenever you're like going to the gym for the day, you're not like wasting time thinking about what you're going to do at the gym, and then you kind of like get overwhelmed and you don't know what to do and you kind of just wing it. That doesn't work. So definitely plan out your workouts and also your food, because if you just buy a bunch of random stuff and don't know what you're going to do with it, chances are you're going to eat out more, and you're going to choose the more unhealthy options that are quicker and easier, rather than, you know, taking a little bit of time aside on Sunday evenings to plan out what you're going to eat for the week. All right, and tip number 4 is something that a lot of people don't really talk about on videos like this. I think it's something that everybody really needs to work on, and, you know, take time to work on that for yourself, and that is seriously work on your mental health and your confidence, because you don't really think about how that affects your day-to-day life, you know, every single second of every day. But if you are feeling super unconfident and like you're having a lot of anxiety and just mental health issues in general, definitely find your resources. Go talk to somebody, talk about it with a loved one. Just talking about it in general really helps. That is something that I used to struggle with a lot, is confidence and self-confidence, and I would always have a lot of self-doubt. But that is something that I have really set aside time to work on and learn about and find resources to, just really help myself. If you're setting big goals for yourself, but you have a lot of self-doubt or anxiety, it's really hard to push through and achieve the life that you want to live. And I think it also comes with actually doing it and proving to yourself that you can achieve these goals. I think that's also how you gain a lot of confidence as well. Like, if you just push yourself a little bit and go do it, rather than sit there and think about it and like, oh, I can't do that because XYZ, or that's just not me because I can't do it. But something that I have found that has really helped me is just like setting a goal and accomplishing it, because nothing feels better than proving to yourself that you can do something. And something that has really helped me is realizing that if somebody out there has achieved a goal that I have, say for example like making YouTube a full-time career, because that's something that I'm trying to do right now, there are millions of people on the internet that are already doing that. So if they're doing it, why can't I? And I think that's just a really strong and powerful way to think and live your life. Why can't I? Why can't I do this? Why can't I achieve this goal? And just go out there and do it. It's all out there. You just have to be the one that pushes yourself to do it. You're feeling confident in yourself and you know that you can do anything. And tip number 5 isn't quite as deep as the last one, but I think it's important as well. And that is to find healthier swaps for your favorite thing. That could be like a pizza. If you really love pizza and it's hard for you to cut out that unhealthy food, just find a healthier alternative for it. There are healthy alternatives for literally everything out on the market. There's healthy alternatives for pizza. There's healthy alternatives for coffee creamer. There's healthy alternatives for candy. Like, literally, if you love Fruity Pebbles, there's a healthy Fruity Pebbles out there. That's all I'm saying, because the little things that you do will definitely add up over time, and there are tons of videos and resources out there to learn how to do it at home. And also, it just helps you feel like you're not depriving yourself, because when you feel like you're depriving yourself, you want that unhealthy thing even more, or like whenever you say you can't have something, you want it even more. So I think it's just important to find those healthy alternatives and integrate them into your life so you feel like you're living more balanced. And it's okay to have a cheat day here and there, but it's not okay to eat it every single day, because it just makes you unhealthy. And my last tip for living a fit girl lifestyle, one is something that I think everybody should truly integrate into their lifestyle, and that is to be super conscious about what you're consuming and who you're hanging out with. So there's a quote out there somewhere. I'm probably not going to say it right. I don't know who came up with it. I think it's one of the best quotes that I've ever read. And that is, if you're hanging out with 5 successful people, chances are you're going to be the 6th one. That also goes on the flip side. If you're hanging out with people who are just not the best influences, who party all the time, who are not motivated, who are lazy, that kind of stuff, you're probably going to be the 6th one as well. It's all about your environment, who you surround yourself with. That also goes with what kind of TV you're watching, what music you're listening to. If it's super negative and unmotivating or sad and depressing, that is what you're watching and consuming. Chances are that is how you're going to live your life and how you're going to view the world and what your outlook is going to be. But if you're listening to more positive music, happy things, motivating things that push you to reach your goals, to grind to whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, chances are if you're surrounding yourself with that and your environment is surrounded with that, you're more likely to achieve whatever it is that you want. And that also goes with what you're eating too. If you're consuming, a bunch of crap, processed foods, things that aren't organic and just make you feel bad, you're not going to perform to your best. But if you're eating like super nourishing foods, whole foods, fruits and vegetables, you're going to be fueling your body with the energy it needs to go after whatever it is that you want. I think that kind of is self-explanatory. I have a million more tips of things that you can do to achieve your goals. I kind of wanted to make this video more short and concise, so you're not like listening to me ramble all day long. I could talk about this stuff for days on end. It's something that I am very passionate about, so if you guys want me to make this into a series, I will, just to kind of motivate you, and we can like crush our goals together, if you know what I mean. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, or if you have any tips for me or habits for me that you do that really help you, because I think we should start a conversation down in the comment box below to where we can lift each other up and show that women can do it too. If you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, go outside and do something that makes you happy today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!